Why am I always losing? I'm just done with tennis. Like, I can't take it anymore. Really frustrating. Am I even showing up? Why am I even traveling thousands and thousands of miles, spending my money, people's money, my family's money to just lose? Where's my will to win? I keep losing. I need to know how to deal with this. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today I want to get right into this video. I want to talk to you about how do you deal with losing a tennis match? Why do I keep losing? As we know, there's a winner, there's a loser, as I like to say, a learner. But in this case, we have a winner, we have a loser. So how do you deal with it when you have to pack your bag? Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Let that die just for a second. It may not look good now, but this too shall pass. The real story is, how fast can you bounce back? This is not easy. Everyone goes through this. So I want to say, welcome. First thing I want to say about losing your tennis match after it's completed, you have to accept what is coming. You're going to go through a series of emotions, as you should, because you put it in the work, you're trying really hard, and you're not getting the results that you should get. One major thing is accepting the fact that it's over. Once you walk to that net, you realize this is over and I cannot go back. Acceptance is key. This might be a great time for you to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more information like these, because I have a lot of nice and cool tips for you. Let's continue. Number two, a thing that I think is very important in all matches, but especially when you lose, because somehow it makes you feel better inside, is evaluate the match after you're completed. Think of 2 things or 3 things that you did well, or 3 things that you did bad. 2 things that you did well, or 2 things you did bad, or 2 things you could work on rather. Whether you pick 1 to 5, make it very short, make it very simple. Most people do 2 things, but I like to do 3 because I like the number 3. Did you put everything into the match? Did you leave everything on the court? Did you try to find a way and the way just wasn't executed? Or did you continue to make the same mistake over and over and over? Did you come out of the match flat? Were you too aggressive? Did you move your feet? Were you engaging? What were you doing throughout the course of the match that you can take away and say, hey, I should never do this again, or I need to continue doing this again? Did you make good mistakes? Did you make bad mistakes? Good mistakes is when you do the right things, but you just miss the last shot. So you're right there. You just need to stick it and focus a little bit more intently. You have to know what you're doing so that you can make better decisions. Number 3, enjoy the process. Remember, this is a journey. Remember, this race is not for the swift. And remember that you're doing this for the long. You're doing this for the long haul. Your first tournament doesn't define you. Your 10th tournament doesn't define you. Now, set goals for yourself. Reach those goals. If you do not reach those goals, again, go back to the drawing board, because everyone, I feel, can reach a goal. But remember why you decided to play tennis or play professional tennis in the first place. You decided to play because you enjoyed competing. So let that be your end all be all, to compete. You go through your loss period, right? We all have to go through our loss period, but don't let it carry over into your next match and your next match and your next match, and you start feeling emotions in a new match. So let's not do that. Let's not remember to the point where you can't forget it, okay? Because we have to be able to move on to different things, bigger and better things. We have bigger and better situations coming at us. So we gotta remember that, hey, lose, dust myself off, dirt off my shoulder, and keep it pushing, right? So I wanna start off by telling you I'm at a 15K tournament in Curitiba, Brazil. This is about 5 to 6 hours from Sao Paulo, which is another big city in Brazil. So I'm here in Brazil playing a tennis tournament, and it is tough. Conditions could be very tough. So I am hopping from city to city playing around Brazil at the moment. Sometimes when you play at different locations, even though it's the same place, you have different balls, you have different services, you have whether the clay could be fast or slow. So remember that these different terms and conditions also affect your playing, but don't let that be a stumbling block to your success. Be mindful so you can make the necessary adjustments. This tournament was really nice because it was at a country club. It was really big. It's really expensive for the Brazilians if you do want to be a part of this country club, but it's very exquisite. The food is really good. The place is really good. The clay is not so bad. And just the ambiance in the area is really nice. It's very secluded. It's very safe. There's security. There's a golf course. There's many things for you to do. Because this tournament is at a country club, they take very good care of the court. So as you can see, the men are cleaning the lines. The men are watering the courts. The men are, sweeping the courts, making sure the courts are in tip-top shape for the players, which is really nice because a lot of tournaments, sometimes they do not do that. In between your sets, you're supposed to water the court courts, clean the courts so that the lines could be fresh and the line costs could be clear. This tournament, they were very strategic and they paid attention to intricate parts of tennis, which we players appreciate. Now, I'm not big on watching too much tennis during the tennis tournament, but one thing I can say is footwork is key, especially depending on what court you are on. Sometimes when the ball is slower, you have to keep moving your feet up to the ball. So I saw a lot of players moving their feet. I didn't get any footage of me hitting at this specific place, but I got a couple of shots of other players where you're always moving your feet. So just be mindful. Again, these are all tips and tricks on how to deal with losing. Remember, you lose and you win before the tennis mat. Mentally, you staying focused and doing exactly what you need to do to be successful for your tennis. Thanks again for watching this channel. Thank you so much for being invested. I appreciate you guys. Come on this journey. I am still in Brazil and I will still be showing you some more content at tennis tournament.